What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Amalgam Show. One of your hosts, Keena Johnson.
What's happening?
Kyron Johnson.
Hey,
Nathaniel
brothers.
Dean's drunk again.
3 brothers.
And drunk Dean Kaminsky.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
4 brothers.
I have 4 brothers.
Nathaniel, what's the Amalgam Show about?
Yeah, you'll
Dean's
remember.
escapades.
This is just my life journal.
Nah, it's about.
We just
pop
talk
culture
about
shit, things we care about.
talk about
theories.
cats.
Do we? I don't think we talk about
Fucking meow.
Fucking meow.
Fucking meow, motherfucker.
We can start talking about neckos. You know what
You
that
can't
is?
say that word. That's our word. It's so bad. Talk about
SpongeBob can.
what? Who are you?
Saw that.
Yes, what's the Amalgam Show about?
Oh, Nathaniel
That's
already
insane.
said it, but
I don't think he did.
he did. He
say.
said pop culture and gaming and pop culture things that we care about. Just in case you missed it when Nathaniel said it.
Dean.
Yeah.
Dean.
Yes.
What's the Amalgam Show about?
Oh, I'm here for it. It's about side-eyeing. No, it's about just games and popping. Pop culture.
That'll do. And if you're enjoying the shit show that's about to happen, please like that like button, subscribe.
As per usual,
No,
if you like
don't
what you're
like
about
the
to
like
see,
button. Like the video.
if
You
you
can like the like button.
if you like what you're about to see, you, as per always, need to insert yourself in a mental asylum because it's the only people that can take care of you. And first step is denial, but next, acceptance is good for you too.
Welcome to our self-help podcast.
Is it grief?
Yeah, it's great.
Grief about yourself. Wait, Minecraft griefers. Let's talk about that.
What?
What?
Minecraft creatures. What a bunch of fucking
I
dogs.
don't know what
Cunts that
that
come on the server and blow up your
Who's
fucking
coming on servers?
degenerates.
Okay, so what is a Minecraft griefer?
They're people who, so if you're on like a server and you have like a house, they will create issues around your house, i.e. like just dig random holes, make it look really shitty, that type of thing.
So
So they'll put lava everywhere or something like that. That's a griefer.
yeah. The new Animal Crossing game has the thing where you have to be best friends in order to cause grief. So you have to have like shovel privileges and all
So
that.
you've got to like,
You gotta
you
work.
gotta hurt something.
You gotta play the long con.
Yeah, you have to be like registered.
I'll be your
best
friend.
Exactly. Otherwise, you
You
just
need money for your village? Well, funny that.
and then you can just pour lava into the place and flood the joint.
Wait, since when is there lava in Animal Crossing?
I don't know if there's lava. Or you're on a deserted island. Islands and lava are related.
But
there's also water.
Island, bitch.
So who's their uncle if they're related?
Can they get volcanoes?
Nook?
Nook.
Okay.
He's everyone's uncle.
You know what? I found out last night. I can't drive on Mario Kart when I'm drunk.
Sometimes you're good.
I'm really bad. Last night I kept coming Nina
won against all of us at one point.
Yeah, there was a time when she beat all of us, but
Just once.
like I couldn't come first in Mario Kart.
First world problems, am I right?
I can come first every other time.
No, people in virtual
It's a
reality
race.
don't have sex.
Oh,
They're not allowed.
all the time.
If you have any questions for the show, please comment below.
Oh, we're still on the intro.
Show
Fuck me.
at gmail.com. Patreon's a thing. We need to revamp that. Amalgam Games Lab.
We're not
When
even up to the what have we been into this month.
Amalgam Games Lab will be back whenever Shannon rises from the dead. / kills these corporate overlords. And then check us out on social media at The Amalgam Show.
Is this the new Netflix series?
Yeah.
We'd create some weird backstory. Well, not even a backstory, but just like a story about how we take over corporate. Just in general.
Yeah.
Stop it! Yeah. For those who can't see backwards past the camera, Nina was there with a camera.
What have we been up to lately, guys?
Byakugan.
Byakugan.
Yeah, Bakugan.
Bakugan.
Yeah.
I speaking of that, that's very weird. I have seen a lot of
Here we go.
Instagram
It's weird.
Fucking
sponsored
Weird
posts
move, man.
about the new Byakugan series that's coming out.
It's
Byakugan. Okay, yeah.
Byakugan is
Yeah,
the
it's-
thing from Naruto.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
That's
why
what
that
Nechi
shit
does. He goes, Byakugan!
And Hinata.
I mean, he dies,
yeah.
but
Spoilers.
he does it when he's alive.
Yeah.
And he's got white eyes. Who has white eyes?
Blind people.
Byakuguns. Bakuguns.
Bakugan Battle Brawlers.
Wait, is that just what Daredevil has? Is he just lying about
He is Byakugan. he is the Byakugan.
Just lying? Just like, I can see everything. Fucking
You can't read like numbers on
Oh, the
bombs.
stick.
What?
You can't read numbers on bombs.
That's the last thing you need to worry about if
That's
you're face
easy.
to face with the
What about a red wire?
No, it's like the countdown. He's like, I don't know if I have time to sort this out or throw it out the window.
That's his downfall.
Yeah.
Everything. It's like, he can kick ass, but he can't read numbers.
Honestly, can't they
Can't
just
read
install
subtitles.
like a little...
He just hears.
Honestly, can't he just install like a little camera
He's not
on the top of
T.F.
his head? But whatever. And then have that live streaming to someone back in a fucking thing. And then, like,
beam
it says 6 minutes, dude.
He's a New York like lawyer. He has fuck all money.
I don't care.
I feel like there'd be enough.
Everyone
crime in
has
New
a
York
phone.
too. I feel like there'd be enough.
You can
crime
live
in New York.
stream on your phone.
Let me say my joke, please.
What's your joke? It better be funny.
There'd be enough crime in New York for him to be funded to have a camera.
Yeah.
I mean, if we can afford a camera, I'm sure he could.
I don't think we bought this one. We just had it. It's just
What? We just decided to summon it.
yeah. It was
This
inherited.
is you,
Podcast jutsu.
Summoning jutsu.
Podcast equipment.
I mean, that's pretty much how
I never
it
bought it.
I set it up.
Just had a really good connection with the equipment.
Yeah.
And that was it.
We signed a contract.
We signed the contract with blood. Forever and always. Yours truly, Dean Kaminsky.
Awesome. So, Keena, what have you been into?
Bakugan. No. What have I
Bullshit!
No.
I call bullshit.
I've never seen Bakugan in my life except for the fucking ads that ran all the time.
I played the game on Wii.
Because you're a nerd.
Why do we keep on going back to
You do
this?
that.
I had the
you would
toys.
have to throw them, and then you could like steer it, and you would have to like pick up power ups. And my Bakugan was called Leonidas.
So you
Okay, so
play...
you just saw 300 and you're like, yep.
No,
You play Temple Run. With on
No.
the Wii.
no,
Just
it was a really fun
swerving
game.
and
Though.
collecting power.
No. So you have to pick up power ups and then land on a card.
Oh, okay.
But your power ups would make your Bakugan stronger.
Right.
So each power up would give you like plus 10 battle power.
Hence power.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you could like evolve further. Because everyone could evolve their Bakugan.
Mm.
But I couldn't right up until the end. But Leonidas, he had 300 BP anyway. Or CP, I don't know, something like that.
Battle points, probably.
That'll
Combat power.
Yeah.
Combat power was Pokemon Go. But yeah,
Mm.
that was fun as. And it was the one thing that made me like Bakugan. And I started watching it on Netflix actually. But
That's on Netflix.
yeah. Bakugan Battle Brawlers.
You know, I watched on Netflix a while ago.
Yeah,
It's
Mom.
awful. No, actually, not on there.
What's that?
Sonic X.
I've seen that. I love that.
I
Sonic
tried to watch it like
X.
initially on like YouTube, like when I was like 12 or something.
Of course you do.
And it was like in 4 parts each episode because that's how YouTube worked. It was in 10 minutes
Yeah.
or less than that. So I'm like, oh, this is bad. And then I watched some Sonic X and I'm like, this is still bad.
As well. Yeah.
And because the movies come out, the YouTubers I follow keep posting about Sonic stuff. I'm like, this is fun. Someone did a Sonic power level thing. Turned out Sonic stronger than Goku in Super Sonic.
Fuck off!
No.
Bullshit!
Yeah. No.
Now!
Sonic.
When did anyone ask?
When did everyone want to know?
Since they can both go redhead, blue eyes, or whatever they do.
Red hair, blue eyes.
Blonde hair, blue eyes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's
Aryan.
green eyes, actually.
Whatever.
Who cares?
It's green for Goku.
Whatever. The point is that like
I thought it was Aryan as well.
Yeah.
the episode I watched showed Super Sonic and Super Knuckles fighting, and then they destroyed an entire pocket dimension just by headbutting each other.
Who had a dimension in their pocket?
Who has that?
Who did this?
Pocket.
When did that happen?
In the comics.
Well, it's just in a pocket.
It's not in a pocket dimension. Like, oh, here's a different time and place universe. It's just an empty universe.
Yeah.
You know what it sounds like?
Grandpa
It sounds like someone didn't clean their pockets.
Also, you want to hear some other weird power scaling shit?
Oh, here we go. Freezer is actually
no.
stronger than Donald Trump.
No. Based off what we see in Steven Universe, the movie, when he lifts up the injector, based off that, and if he evolved as a human would, his strength means that he...
Who's he?
Who? Steven Universe?
You just said Steven Universe the movie. You didn't actually say.
Yeah, we're talking about Steven.
Okay, so Steven,
From
at
Steven
4
Universe.
years old,
Yeah, I know.
could stop a car dead in its tracks if it hit him at 30 miles an hour.
Yeah.
That's how strong he
Would
is.
he die from that?
No, he'd be fine. He'd tank it.
Like, he could stop it. But in saying that, any 4-year-old that got hit by a car, the car would probably stop it.
It would stop eventually.
I mean, like, it would...
Unless it was a drink driving.
Give me
Like,
trap. Shit! Fuck! I hit a car. Oh, car. Hit a 4-year-old. Get a car.
So
That's
yeah,
why you shouldn't
fun
drive.
fact.
I hit a car. 4-year-old.
I can figure out which...
It's alright, it's only a 4-year-old car.
It's actually made in 2016.
That's cool.
It's 4 years old. That's how age works.
Yeah.
Well done. Everybody, good high five, everybody. Yeah, that was shit.
That was awful.
You, what?
I played Inside.
I apologise.
I played Inside.
You're gonna say you played incest?
Didn't Mum tell you to fucking play outside?
That's a bad joke.
What's the inside?
Inside is the spiritual successor to Limbo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I finally played that after like 4 years after it came out.
Oh, what is it? I got a hair in my mouth.
Oh.
It's hair, not bad hair. Anyway, you were playing inside.
I'll play inside in the aircon, and I'll play inside. And, yeah, it's a fucked up game because you're like a child that's on the run, and like your enemies are like people who shoot you down, or like dogs that are like fucking taking your
Bullies.
throat out. Sorry.
Bullies.
I mean, if bullies committed murder, then yes.
I shoot you down. I'd be like, you suck.
See you.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, it does
Fuck
suck.
your
You
mum.
need to go back to the last checkpoint.
Your mum's your dad.
And then you end up going into like this science facility and just watching like all this fucked up like mind control shit happening.
What are you doing?
Being weird. And then the ending like super fucked up. Do you care about spoilers for this 4-year-old game?
No, go for it.
So the whole time there's been like you've been able to control people with like these hats and you've been able to use
Oh, so it's Mario Odyssey.
not quite. So you would wear like this
I did that to it.
No, you're right, and you're not wrong, but you would wear like this helmet, and then you would go to other people, and like their helmets would be in control of them, and then from
I
there,
had a helmet once.
yeah,
Wait, yeah. Check on.
and then by the end of it, you end up like forming into like this amorphous blob of people, like probably like, I don't know, like 10 meters down on the rock of just like gelatinous people all fused together, like, and then still solving puzzles and shit, trying to like escape from the side prison. It was horrifying. It is not. It's a good game, but like that ending sort of like fucks you up.
It's a bit psychological.
It's like Batman, the Telltale series.
The first season, I guess.
Yeah.
Is there a second season?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a second.
The Enemy Within. But Harley Quinn.
How the turntables.
Have spun.
Turntables. Well, turntables are.
Oh, right, you guys don't watch TikTok. I watch TikTok.
I watch some too.
I watch TikTok, but I watch the cringy crackheads. It's so much fun.
No. So there's a thing where it's like on TikTok. So it's just like the audio file is from The Office, and it's when Michael Scott
Yeah.
he says, well, how the turntables, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's not funny because I just say it now. Every once in a while, someone would just
Yep.
like I used to go out on a date a while ago, and then she was like, "You're cute." So she rejected me. Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Pretty fair. Look at me. A mess. And then the other day she goes, "Yeah, you're pretty cute." I was like, "Am I?" And she's like, "Yeah, you're right." I go, Well, how are the turntables? She's like, you mean how the tables turn? I'm like, no. That was it. That was a conversation. Anyway, continue. Yes! A bit of comedy for the show.
Comedy has to be funny.
You're welcome.
It's subjective. Don't make them feel bad for laughing.
Yeah, that would be
Joke police.
There's going to be 1 out of the 2 viewers.
Go to our Patreon, play $30 and I'll let you whip Keena's ass for fucking comedy shaming.
Fuck me, you got to pay 50 to see me fuck Kyron. We were talking about this earlier.
I also played Firewatch.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
It's pronounced Overwatch.
It's very linear, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I liked. It was fine.
It kind of made me sad because it felt like a game where you could fuck around and learn and do your own thing and make your own choices.
There was a mode to that, but
Being
like
set in a national park, you would kind of assume you could stroll the park.
yeah, you can do the free roam mode after. I think after.
No, I just went through the story.
No, I understand what you mean. And you can do that, but there's no objective to go do that.
I hate games that are linear.
I hate games that make you feel like you're supposed to be able to do what you want to do and make your own decisions, but they're actually linear.
Yeah.
My problem is games that have a vast world that they try to make you care about,
Yeah,
but don't let you explore it
yeah.
to make the world feel anyone important. And then they're just like, well, there's this huge world, there's this huge landscape, this whole thing is very important, and you can't see any of it, just stick to the path. That's what annoys me about video games.
Final Fantasy 13.
Exactly. Yeah, they have this whole grandiose fucking thing, but ultimately it's just a straight path. You just hold forward on your remote and get anywhere.
What did you think about Firewatch?
I liked it a lot. I like how the game's like super ambiguous. Like there are enough hints everywhere that like the conclusions you make at the end aren't necessarily the like what happened.
Yeah.
Like you can draw your own conclusion. And yeah, I do like that. Like how the ending's ambiguous. Like characters' motivations are weird, but like you get it. Is the game I keep thinking about like what about that weird surveillance area that didn't make sense? Yeah.
If you like that, I highly suggest anyone who is watching plays Sherlock
Crimes and Punishment.
Crimes and Punishment. It's an amazing game where you do a Sherlock case, but you pick who's guilty, and you don't know if you're right or not. But it's just based off the evidence. Yeah, it's just based off the evidence that you've collected, but it's very well written and played and storied. It's a Sherlock Holmes story. Cool. So it's very good. So if you like that type of thing, I suggest that.
The thing that drew me into Firewatch was the art style, and like the Sherlock Holmes one, just boring drab art style. So yeah. And then I watched Birds of Prey. It's a good movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was waiting for.
No, it's a good movie. No one's watching it. Like that's the thing.
It's because their marketing is so fucking cringy.
Do you remember the new one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The new Harley
Is
Quinn.
it out already?
Yeah.
The
That's the problem.
The Emancipation of Harley Quinn or whatever the fuck.
The Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of one Harley Quinn.
Okay.
Yeah. To the point where after it didn't do well the first weekend, they'd gone and like renamed it in like cinemas. Like you go to like I'm just trying to think of it, and like then and it's just renamed to Harley Quinn: Birds of Prey, so that people know it's a Harley Quinn movie. Because like the original text, like right at the end, like the smallest font. Even though like Harley Quinn is on like front and center on the posters and such.
But still, if you don't know what Birds of Prey is, you're just like, oh, it's the same actress.
I saw nothing about that film. I've seen one ad once.
I think they fucked up with over advertising Suicide Squad and then it flopped.
Yeah, critically, yeah. And also, the only thing I saw for Birds of Prey out in the wild was the billboards near Roma Street and the ads before the Joker and It, where it's just like, I'm tired of clowns. I'm like, that's good marketing, but like, that was in October.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that it's undermarketed, but the movie's just a fun romp. You're just going through it, you're going through the motion. Ewan McGregor as Black Mask is really, really good in it.
Oh, is Ewan McGregor?
Yeah, he just chews the fucking scenery really, really well. Like, yeah, he was good.
He's a good actor.
He's really good.
That actually makes me wanna at least watch it knowing that he's in it. I didn't know he was in it. I don't know fucking shit about this movie because all I've seen on Facebook is sponsored posts, and I'm just scrolled directly past them because I'm not there for sponsored posts.
Yeah, that's it.
Have you seen Sonic?
Sorry?
Have you seen Sonic?
No. We'll get to that
I've
in a
been
sec.
told that it's supposed to be really good.
Yeah. We'll talk about Sonic in a second, I imagine. We will have conversation. We have stuff to say about it without actually seeing it, which is what we're good at, I guess. But Birds of Prey, what it's about is just, Harley broken up with the Joker. And it's like that story.
Is it set before or after Suicide?
After. Yeah. Which, yeah. Suicide Squad, they're together.
Yeah.
And then this is after that.
Well, like, how did that break up?
They just break
Do they show you the breakup? Like, do they
They show you
He was obsessed with her.
Like, do they just tell
She was
you?
his queen.
Or did they just say, hey, they broke up, here's how it goes?
Pretty much. Like, they broke it, like, you see her, like, being kicked out of the club, that thing. Because basically, Jared Leto is a weird cunt, so they didn't want to hire him back. And two,
So Sony did.
Jared Leto.
So Sony did for Morbius.
Yeah. And like, yeah, exactly.
Actually.
No, he gave like everyone condoms on set, like used condoms on set, and just gave like when he was the Joker, it was just the weirdest experience.
He was method acting, so he was being the Joker.
Method acting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when you're being the Joker all the time on set, people are generally like, hey, fuck off, you're gross and weird because you're being the Joker.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think the Joker would give people use condoms.
Exactly.
So that was the thing.
Look, he would, but he would fill the things with like
Joker gas.
Yeah, Joker gas of like if you just went and threw it and it hit a wall, it would bust open and you die. Like that's something the Joker would do, not just come in a condom. That's gross.
Oh, that's the thing. So I had a comedian talking about like method acting. You know, like they were like, oh, I just don't understand method acting. Like I don't see that as an actual thing because at that point, like you're not acting. You're just being yourself. It's not acting by definition is to act like somebody that you are not. But if you are method acting, that means that you have changed your personality to be the person that you are, and then change into the person that you're trying to be. Therefore, you're not acting; you're just being yourself, and it just doesn't work. And it's like that makes sense. Why the fuck? Why are they? What?
It's to giving people
use
believable performance, but
you're not an actor.
a lot of the times people nowadays who method act aren't method actors. Like the art of method acting has actually.
I think Christian Bale's probably the best.
Even then, he doesn't method act.
But he definitely does a lot for his roles.
He changes his physiques and stuff.
Yeah, he does a lot of.
When he goes home, he still goes home. Like,
He is committed to his roles, undoubtedly, but he is not a method actor. He does not only go by the name Bruce or Sir fucking Wayne when he was recording,
filming.
filming Dark Knight series. He didn't just go by Bruce and stuff like that. People who method act generally in their daily lives tell people, call me the Joker, call me Dracula, call me whatever. Like,
Just don't call me late for dinner.
yeah. I don't understand that joke. Ever.
I don't get it.
But yeah, the art of method acting has been generally lost for a good fucking reason that it broke people's brains.
Yeah.
Because you would jump between personalities which would fracture your brain, essentially.
What was that guy's name? Heath Ledger. He method acted.
Yeah, he method acted, but like he was still.
He maintained a healthy dissonance.
Yeah. Until he overdosed.
Yeah. Until it got too bad.
Yeah.
But and that's the main reason why method acting is dead, because a lot of people who did used to method act ended up going a bit.
And also Hollywood
Neck
has just become
themselves.
a machine of making movies.
Yeah, there's no
Like, you stand here, stay your line, let's go, screen, go.
and there's not enough time to method act, to get into the character and then to shed the character. There's not enough time to do that with how Hollywood is going these days. So the art of method acting is lost.
Do you think James Marsden in Sonic method acted?
I honestly don't think so. But on that topic, let's talk about Sonic.
That was my segue. What did you guys think about the movie?
So what I have seen is that he is in it. I didn't know that.
He was in it. Wait, are you talking about James Marsden?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did not know. For those who don't know, from what you most likely know him from is John Ralphio from. No, that's not the same.
I'm talking John Marsden.
Oh, that.
He's Cyclops from the old X-Men movies, and he's also in the in Westworld. Ben Schwartz.
Ben Schwartz, yes.
Is John Ralphio from Parks and Recs.
Yes.
Who voices Sonic.
I like him.
He's great.
Yeah. Yes, he's a phenomenal comedian.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What about John Marsden? What is up with him?
I was just joking. Like, do you think he method acted? I'm like, no, I have to have the real Sonic in front of me.
Just a sock puppet of fucking Sonic and everything.
No, they did. They had like real shitty like standard puppets that were the original design, and they look even more horrifying if that was possible than the original CG design.
Yeah.
I think about that sometimes. I'm like, that's just a nightmare.
They're still releasing toys based on that because of how early production and marketing is done. There's just some of these toys are coming out that look like the original Sonic. People are joking in the same vein of people release a Snyder cut of Justice League. People release the ugly Sonic cut.
Apparently, Sonic has brought in more money in the box office than
Detective
Pikachu did.
Yeah, it had to be that.
It really doesn't surprise me.
Well,
from the fact that it turned into a huge meme, which I believe was honestly just a marketing stunt from the get-go.
They probably went into that trailer thinking we're going to redesign it, but we have to put out the trailer.
Yeah.
And then when they saw how vicious the backlash was, oh, we're definitely doing that, and we're also going to delay it. It made more money than Detective Pikachu because Detective Pikachu came out in the same month as Aladdin, Endgame, another Disney movie I can't think of.
Honestly,
huge blockbusters, and I was like, oh, Detective Pikachu.
Honestly, I have watched both Aladdin and Pikachu, Detective Pikachu, on Netflix and Disney Plus. They were both extremely fucking boring, and I fell asleep halfway through.
Pikachu.
Didn't like it. It was it was super boring. It was a contrived story. I knew immediately what happened. I was like, oh. But in that car crash that happened at the start, without even watching the movie, I was like, oh, the dad's not dead. His dad's brain just went into Pikachu. Because fucking a psychic Pokemon blasted them. I put that together immediately. You're not clever.
That's not the point of the movie. The point of the movie is to be
Yes,
it's just
I know, but in the first 3 minutes of such a vague scene, the fact that I could put together how the story went for the next hour and a fucking half, that's not good storytelling.
Honestly, I didn't pick that up at all.
Neither.
I pieced it together halfway through, but the point is...
I thought about it because it was I was watching it with I don't know, somebody. I was like, oh yeah, how funny would it be if Ryan Reynolds was actually the dad? Because everyone assumed the dad was black.
Yeah.
But they weren't. And I was like, oh, that'd be funny as. And I'm like, no, that wouldn't work. And then halfway through, they were like, they showed the scene where Mewtwo moved the souls.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
I didn't get up to that point, and then I fell asleep. Annika watched the rest of it and was like, yeah, so this is what happened. I was like, ha! Called it. Went back to sleep.
That's the thing though,
I watched it on Netflix.
How come, even though he moved the souls, only the person that could hear him was the son? Why only him?
It's the sun, soul connection. I don't know. They were about to fucking sing or something like that. I don't know.
The point of a movie like that isn't necessarily the plot, it's all the character
Just
interaction.
Ryan Reynolds mega involved.
Yeah.
You did.
Okay.
I'm just thinking of Mega Revolutions and Detective Pikachu 2. They make it.
What else have been into this week?
That's it, really.
That's it.
Yeah. I give them the job which I don't like, but I'm not going to talk about that. That's it. Clone Wars are still trucking through.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's good, sometimes like, oh yeah, cool character moment. Most of it is hits some fucking like military like drama. Like, we've got to move here. Oh no, Ahsoka's been kidnapped. Which is fine, but like when you're watching it all back to back, you're like, ugh, I mean, like, have something
I
special.
enjoyed it.
I like it too.
The thing that made it really hard for me to get through was Rebels. Rebels is a very difficult movie, series to get through.
How so?
I don't know, I find, like, the character development is very, like, it's there, but it's very erratic, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, it's there every 20 episodes, so you just gotta...
It's usually
It's worse than Naruto around filler. Like, you literally have to filter through everything, and it's nothing. It's all shit.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, like, the only thing you can really find it on is Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Otherwise you have to buy it, and it's just like, I don't enjoy it. But in saying that, I enjoy the character development, which happens very infrequently.
Yeah.
And I'm still yet to see shit like Ahsoka versus Darth Vader. Like I've seen
that happened.
I've seen them do it, but apparently there's a point where
That's really fucking cool.
where Ahsoka gets hit with a mountain
Something like that.
by Darth Vader or something. And I'm just like, I'm yet to see that.
Surprised she could survive that.
Steven
Universe only just survived the car.
At 4.
Hypothetically. He wasn't hit by a car at 4. No.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why it's a bit silly.
With Clone Wars though, like it's character development most of the way. Like I don't know, I found it a lot more interesting and a lot easier to watch as opposed to Rebels.
It's a lot more engaging, and there's characters that you already have a pre-established connection to,
I
and you
loved
give a shit
Obi-Wan's
about.
episodes. They were awesome. When he was talking to what's that Mandalorian chick's name?
Duchess Satine.
Satine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever they had any episodes, it was awesome.
Yeah.
And then she died. But
Yeah.
She does end up doing that.
Yeah.
she doesn't.
I think the point where like it took me until season 2 for me to like those characters. But for me to getting into Rebels, you're like
The first episode is Yoda, isn't it? Versus
well, there's the movie first technically, and then
but it's Yoda versus Ventress.
Yeah.
And then it goes from there.
Yeah.
Because Yoda's a gangster in Clone Wars.
Yeah. Whenever he does it.
He's just sitting there, shoot him! And then he opens his eyes and it's like Matrix style.
The thing I like about both that Clone Wars and Rebels is when they do like the actual lore, like Force War stuff. Like in Clone Wars, how they do like this is the embodiment of the light, this is the embodiment of the dark side. Oh no, the drama, and they have a dad, which is like the manager.
So you've seen that episode?
Yeah. I think
and
all
it's like the chosen one can stop both.
Yeah. I do like all that stuff, and
that was pretty cool.
And
but in saying that, like at that point, if you heard a story of someone doing that, wouldn't you make them a Jedi Master?
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
And that's the thing, Clone Wars has to be very subtle around what it can insert between second and third.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you can't change what happened in second and third. So if you've got someone like Anakin who can stop 2 Force beings like that at one time, that would make him a very strong person. The only reason that he wasn't made a master is because of Mace Windu.
Yeah, and the fear that came with like
Mace Windu was just like, no, we can't make him a master because he's too in tune with his feelings. But at the end of the day, if they made him a master, he wouldn't have been a cunt.
Yeah,
he's too in tune with his feelings. Let's hurt them.
Yeah. That's
Let's make them feel shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it backfired. That's all that's happening.
That's just the general problem with the prequels in general. just like it's just weird motivation to get Anakin to become Darth Vader. Like they're not thought out very well. They're just like, oh, now he leaves.
There's a good fight between him and Obi-Wan.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like there's good parts.
There's
the prequel.
that. So I saw an argument where it was like the scene where both of them like turn in to do the sword swing, and then they turn back, and then they do one behind themselves, and then go back in, and then they do back. And there's no clash in the sabers whatsoever, but they keep doing it. And everyone is like, oh, this is a shit scene because a master duelist would never do that.
You're talking about like the one where they're going.
Yes, no. So they're both like twisting, and they like twist it in front of them. But then they hand back, and then they go behind them, and then they twist again, and then they go back, and then they keep twisting, and they do it like 3 times.
Yeah.
And then at the end, they both just fucking swing in. So there was a massive discussion between people, and they were like, that is a terrible move.
Yeah.
Even somebody who was like part of fencing, which sword fighting in general, they would never do that because it's ineffective. It doesn't do anything because they were twisting. But the argument behind it was that it's a matter of 2 people who have fought side by side for so many years understood what the other was doing, i.e. so, Obi-Wan went for the massive powerful attack, and so did Anakin at the same time, and they both realized what was happening, so they went for the block. They went in, and then they realized that the other one went for the block, so then they went in for the powerful attack again, and it just kept happening over and over again. And then eventually they both got sick of it, and they just swung in, and that was the powerful moment. That was the, I guess, storytelling of these 2 people have fought so often, like with each other so many times that they knew what the other one was going for.
Yeah.
And it's almost like stated explicitly in the fucking first episode of Star Wars, like episode 1, that the reason your son can pod race so well is he can see in the future because of the Force. They can see in the fucking future. Of course, they were faking each other out and seeing if the other one would fall for it.
Yeah.
Like, that's another argument where they're just like, okay, yeah, if they can see the future, then they know the other one's just going to do that over and over and over again. Might as well build momentum and hit him with a fucking hard-ass swing.
Exactly right.
What
It's
the
not
fuck? How is this
necessarily
ever a
seeing
bad scene?
Not necessarily in the future, kind of like spider senses.
It's more like foresight, if anything.
Yeah, it's not seeing into the future, but it's having like a sixth sense telling you what's about to happen.
Yeah.
Which, in a sense, is a type of future vision.
Yeah.
Like, it may not be
Well, that's the
but
thing,
it's a
like,
sense.
it adds so much to the story, and so many people kind of misjudge it.
But that's because like it wasn't really like set up because like it's Attack of the Clones and then Revenge of the Sith. Like we don't actually get that story. In fact, unless you watch.
But in saying that, so I also saw a YouTube video apparently, and I still haven't heard it properly, but so many people are convinced that it happened. But apparently, as the mask is being put on Anakin, he says, "Padme, help me."
I've seen Star Wars my entire life, but I've never heard that.
That's the thing. So it's like a very exasperated, like, because he's burnt to the shit house.
Yeah.
But apparently he says that, and I've listened to it so many times. I don't hear it, but people have made like, videos about it. Just thing. Which is fair enough. Like if it happened, cool, whatever. Awesome, but I personally have never heard it.
I don't even think it's on the subtitles, so
No.
If it's not on the subtitles and wasn't part of the original script, that means
No,
not impactful on
it
the
really
story.
sounds like Christian Anderson or whatever his name. Christian.
Nope.
No.
No, I'm blanking.
It's something Christian.
Aiden Christensen.
Aiden Christensen.
Yeah. There we go. Anakin's name.
He's in not Luca. He's in
Jumper.
Yes. It's one of those movies that came out in the 2000 and something.
Luca is Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Bruce Willis.
It's a good.
That is a good movie.
It's a good movie. They're both good movies.
Yeah.
Jumper was
It was okay.
It's okay.
It was decent.
If I watch it now, I'd think, damn, that's a shit movie, but during its time,
It was good.
It was a decent enough one-view action
You read a
movie.
book.
Look, before the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it was a good movie.
It was a better book.
I feel like the
Hey, Christian.
Ah, Aiden.
Yeah, you look one syllable or one sound off. But yeah.
I just can't pronounce my H's. Sorry, comments.
Alright, what have you been up to this week, Kyron?
So I have been watching. I watched all of Seven Deadly Sins.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
How'd you like it?
fantastic.
How'd you like the
The
second
second
season?
season?
The second season, fill a track. And
What?
the third season.
Oh, yeah. Wait.
Yeah, Netflix did a dumb thing where they did a 5-episode arc
And
where it was the filler
What's the
between.
second season?
It was
Between
like 5 episodes and it was just filler.
and it was just
Oh.
between the end of the first season and the start. Yeah, the third season, fucking sick.
Because
I
they
loved
used
it.
Escanor.
Yeah, Escanor is
Escanor was gangster.
and I loved that his drawback.
And Merlin.
And Merlin. But Merlin was kind of in the second season.
Yeah.
She was brought in for a bit and then they took her out immediately after they met up with the...
I just want that to be another
seven.
season. I want them to
Man.
finally answer some fucking
Man.
questions.
What's
So,
what's your question?
my query is,
I love Weary. Remember Weary?
what the fuck happened to Merlin and why did she fuck up, old mate, main character, I can't remember his name.
What do you mean fucking about?
Meliodas. She
Meliodas.
separated half of his power. Is that what you're
No,
talking about?
he was running to. He could have saved everyone when there was that. I can't even remember the fucking plot. There was like a war, and this is when the Seven Deadly Sins were the good guys before they were made fugitives.
Yeah.
And he went to go save somebody.
It was his girlfriend.
No, it wasn't that. It was another time. So. I'm talking about there's like this scene where he's like running through the castle to go do something, but she ends up knocking him out
Episodes on Netflix.
or something. Fuck, I can't remember. All I know is that Meliodas blames Merlin because Merlin did something fucked up, and it's never explained it always.
I have no idea what it's about.
Well, they mentioned it twice in the anime, but they never actually gave it its
Well, I'd imagine the next season will talk about it.
Yeah, they keep bringing
Because that's
stuff
the thing,
up.
like, with Seven Deadly Sins, like, when Merlin was about to die, I shat my pants. I
Yeah.
didn't actually.
Wait, how did she die?
So
She was turned to
did it.
stone by
She was
the
turned to
10
stone by the
commandments
time
of
of truth. So it was the commandment of truth, because she was talking about how she was gonna help them with Meliodas, but if you lie in the presence of truth, you get turned to stone.
Yeah.
And
Before she turned
and as she
stone.
was telling a lie, she started getting turned into stone, but she separated herself into an orb or something.
Into her sacred treasure that she carries around, which is the orb that enhances her magical abilities
Yeah.
beyond what they already are. She put all of her magical essence into the orb so that she could continue to survive on the orb until she
ended
could
up
find a new body.
reconstructing herself.
Yeah.
But that was the thing. Before that had happened, I was like, fuck, like these commandments are on a fucking mission. And then they fought Escanor, and I was like, we will stay here until one of us, we'll go strike for strike until one of us dies. And if you run away, you break the promise. Or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah,
Escanor was like, alright.
He was with the truth as well. He was
Yeah.
like, we can't run.
Yeah.
I'm not running. We're
And
not
then
running.
Truth fucking legged it, because he was like, fuck this, I'm about to die.
And then he died from his own
And then
commandment.
he killed himself with his own commandment.
Yeah.
And Escanor was like, yeah.
Pussy.
Yeah. And then that chick went in on him. And he was like, good luck. And then that fucking, the guy, Meliodas' brother.
Yeah.
Or not.
He has two brothers.
Which he's got two brothers, yeah. He's got the one who looks
younger
like him, which is the younger one, and then the older one who actually fought Escanor.
Yeah,
Who is also his little brother.
Yeah.
All of the
They're
demons.
both younger.
They're both younger. Meliodas is the oldest. Their human forms are just different. It doesn't indicate their actual age.
Because that was the thing, so it was like physical attacks just wouldn't hurt him, and then magical attacks he could use full counter against him. And
Yeah.
so it was like,
And his The
Was
one
it
that
the other way around? No, because Ameliodas' full counter is magical.
Yeah, his brother's
his
was
full counter
physical.
is physical. So you could drown the sun with his dark magic, but then he could bring physical attacks. He could use full counter against that, and it would hurt. And so we kept doing it. And then one, that was such a good fucking fight. I love that fight.
Yeah.
I watch it all every time it comes up on Facebook, YouTube, all that. I would watch it.
Yeah,
I love it.
100%.
I'm very interested to see what Meliodas actually said to his dad, because he died and then he showed up and he just stares at his dad and then it cuts out. But they don't say what he said to his dad to come back to
Well,
life.
there's the movie.
Yeah, but they don't explain that.
No,
Yeah, they do.
But I really want to watch because Barn or Barn
Yeah.
is my favourite.
Yeah, Barn is the best.
Gangs.
He's very cool.
What is he the
Very
sin
cool.
of
Greed.
greed?
Yeah, he's agreed.
Yeah.
Because he can't die.
Yeah, he can't.
Fucking cool as.
And he was born like a little poor orphan who had to steal his entire life. So all he knows is stealing, hence his sin of greed. Yes.
What was Meliodas'
Wrath, because he destroyed that town that he lived in with his original girlfriend Liz.
Yeah.
Once she was killed by one of the 10 Commandments, he went rah, like Super Saiyan, but just created like a 100-foot pit in the
Yeah,
earth
that's right.
just from his dark power.
What was Merlin?
Merlin is
Envy?
no, that's
Lust?
that's Gotha. Gotha is lost.
Gotha.
Yeah,
Gotha
that's
is
right. Yeah,
lost.
Gotha is
Who's
lost.
Gotha?
Gotha is
Yeah.
the puppet boy,
Oh,
the pink-haired puppet guy with no heart.
yeah, the guy that's not actually a human.
Yeah. None of them are
Because
actually
there's
human.
Sloth, which is king,
Yes.
and then what's the giant girl?
She's Envy. Yes.
Okay. And then Escanor is pride,
Yeah.
and then
Gluttony.
Gluttony
Yeah,
is
that is
I guess Merlin.
Merlin. She's got the tattoo of the pig.
yeah. She's got
Oh,
she's
she's like-
gluttonous for knowledge and power. Yeah.
There is going to be a next
Oh,
season.
yeah.
It's currently airing in Japan.
Yeah, it's I believe it's on Anime Lab now, but only sub. I saw
I thought it was like a Netflix original.
No, Netflix just they pay for the distribution rights.
yeah.
Oh.
And if they get outbid by someone else, then fuck it, they'll pay to them.
Well, they're paying for the dub, I think.
is it
Yeah.
Shannon?
It is not shonen. It is
I'll check for you.
yeah. Thank you. I was gonna say Madman, but I don't think
No.
it's Madman.
Mad Men.
Ambiplex. I don't know who they are, but that's who.
Mad Men is a distributor in Australia and New Zealand. They just get the thing, make sure that the DVD works well, and distribute it here.
Yeah.
The
Ambiplex.
Shonen is the original comic book publisher. That's where
The manga come from.
that's where Dragon Ball comes from. They are published in Shonen, yeah, Weekly Shonen magazine.
Yeah, I shouldn't know.
Yeah, they're in the same book as Attack on Titan.
Oh, nice.
I so I finished Doctor Stone season 1.
Ooh, how is that?
It's actually really good.
Yeah, I've heard good things. Like I know a bunch of Dragon Ball people jumped on that.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys have seen it, but the first few episodes, basically, the whole plot story of it is this guy. So it's just like normal day, and then the green light shines and everyone turns into stone,
Yeah.
and then so
Every human.
yeah, every human and everything that was alive was turned to stone. And then 3,000 years later, one of the guys, I can't remember his name, but he got green hair.
Midoriya.
No, that's not Midoriya. But he is brought back to life, but it's due to bat droppings.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, but it was more like timing because he was thinking to himself before he was brought back. He said, I don't want to be brought back during winter because that's going to be too hard. I'll be brought back during spring. He gets brought, he gets made back into himself, and as people crack, they have cracks made in their skin. So like different people have got different skin. So if they've got a clear face, they're just normal humans. But if they've got a crack, then they're resurrected more or less.
Okay.
And so he sorts himself out, and he's smart as fuck. Like
Yeah.
A teenage genius named Sentoku Ishigami.
Senku. That's his name. So he brings. What did you do?
Drop a phone.
So he brings himself back, and then he brings his friend back, and his friend is really strong, but also a pacifist. So he can't help with like fighting or anything. He's good with like might or anything like that. So like he needs like a stronger person to like hit something or something like that. His friend was good for it. And they basically just start working on stuff to become a more civilized village.
Yeah.
And as they're going, they were walking in the woods, and they were attacked by a pack of lions. And they're like, fuck, we need defense. And old mate was like, well, I can't hit them. I can't hit them. And Senku's weak as shit anyway. And so they turn around and they see old mate, which is he was the youngest age champion of like MMA or something.
Yeah.
Basically, he was a good fighter. Like, he was the strongest man in the world. And he was also a young person.
Mr. Satan.
Pretty much. And they were like, fuck, we'll wake him up. And so they wake him up, bring him back from stone, and he kills the lion with one punch, and then the rest just fuck off.
Yeah.
And then they became friends, but he said that he wanted to resurrect the world, but only bring back the young people, because the old people fucked the world as well already. And that was his whole thing. But Senku wants to bring back everybody. And it was just a massive issue with that. And he realized with his might, he could fight Senku's science with himself. And so he killed Senku, but Senku had a bit of stone on the back of his neck. And so he kept like cracking his neck to draw old mate's attention to his neck. And then when he went to try and kill him, he struck him in the neck. And then when he was there, his friend used the resurrection serum on the stone on the back of his neck and brought him back to life.
Yeah.
And he was like, alright, cool. You go and be in his empire. Because he started making an empire of young people that are strong. So you go be in his empire, I'm going to create the Empire of Science or something like that.
Yeah.
And he ended up finding a village that his dad made when it all first happened, because his dad was an astronaut, was in space at the time, and then they all came back down to Earth and created this village when it first happened, and it was called the Village of Senku. So that he would finally find it. And it's basically just like all of this science stuff about like, okay, cool, we need to make this, we need to make that, and the end of season 1 creates a transmitter, which is kind of like a phone, not a mobile phone, but like a landline.
Yeah.
So it creates that, and then everyone's like really amazed by it. I definitely recommend this anime because I'm shitting it so hard with no explanation, but it genuinely is amazing. Dr. Stone, look into it. So he pretty much right at the end, he's talking about how he made the phone, and everyone was like, "Oh man, this is awesome! This is amazing!" Like there must have been so much cool shit when you were still alive. He's so into prehistoric humans at this point.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, we had awesome stuff. And then he talks about anime, and it does like a flashback of like different shit. He's like, we had food, culture, anime, and there's got Goku doing the Kamehameha because it's Shonen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he just sitting there doing that. I saw it, I was like, gangster. But like, it was, it's just such a good anime. I definitely recommend watching it. First season is done, second season will be coming out. But really fucking good. I would watch it now because you'll get into it. And it's old mate. What's his name that voices Senku? You interviewed him.
Aaron Dismuke.
Yeah, Aaron Dismuke. So he is the. Have you guys been watching My Hero Academia?
Yeah.
So the guy that eats stuff and then is able to.
Oh yeah. I forget the hero name, but yeah, I know who you're talking about.
He voices.
Sun Eater.
Yeah, Sun Eater.
Yes. So he voices Senku.
Oh, nice.
So same guy. 10 billion%. That's his catchphrase.
Okay.
So it was
when we interviewed him, I told him to say a line, any line, and he said, "Get excited."
Get excited. I like it.
Nice.
Yeah, gangster. I
I'm
like it.
into the check that one out. What is it on?
Anime Lab? Awesome.
Yeah.
The better one, I think.
Yeah, Crunchyroll is very difficult to use.
It's good
Anime Lab.
if you only like subs.
Yeah.
You cannot get it up.
And like Crunchyroll is very specific. Like here's a bunch of like modern anime that's coming out that's very basically not shonen.
Well, Crunchyroll will also chew through your data.
Those
I
are
found. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I have 120 gigs on my phone.
yeah.
When I was watching something on Crunchyroll, I went through 50% of my data in 4 days.
Jesus.
Because you can't choose the video quality. It's as high as it will go.
Yeah. It's whatever your speed is.
So
It's
if
whatever
you
it's
go at high speed, it will fucking chew through it.
Yeah.
And yeah, whereas Anime Lab, you can choose 720, 1080,
Everything.
you want.
That's why I think like everything should be like anime like YouTube. You just can force the resolution. Like Netflix and Disney Plus, you can't. And then sometimes if you've got like bad internet or something, you could just force it.
Yeah, just do 480 and be done with it.
Yeah. You can just like not have a subscription and just watch it.
Or that.
Yeah. But then you get ads. No one wants ads.
Yeah.
What else? What else are we up to, lads?
I've got more stuff, but I think I'll save it for next week.
You should go. We might not have it next week.
I'll leave it. Honestly, I've done a bunch over this month, and I don't want it to take up too much time because they are very heavy discussion points. So we'll just leave it at that. Nathaniel, what have you been into?
Oh yeah. I've been watching more Naruto.
Naruto?
I haven't finished it yet.
So
So I've recently just seen. Yeah.
cool.
I've recently just seen Sasuke kill Itachi.
Okay,
That's where I'm up to.
So you're at like the 400 episode
I
mark
can't
ish.
remember.
Yeah.
Jiraiya died. That was a sad,
Yeah.
sad episode.
Did you Okay, so I realized when Jiraiya was about to die from the intro scene as it was getting closer. Did you notice?
Yeah.
Did you notice that any time in the intro, anyone ever who you saw fighting the Akatsuki would be killed?
Yeah.
Yeah. I realized that when, I forget his name. Dude who smokes a lot.
Asuma.
Asuma, yeah. When Asuma died, I was like, oh, he was fighting the Akatsuki in the opening. That was such a cool scene. And I was like, wait, what? Jiraiya's fighting the Akatsuki. If he dies, I swear to God, I'm gonna be fucking. I'm like, when I saw it, and then I was really upset about that. That wasn't okay.
The intro for the show at the moment, it starts with, I feel the screaming pain.
Yeah, that one. That's awesome. Yeah.
Because it's about them fighting pain.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking. But it is sad because he's like Jiraiya's dying, and they reveal that Naruto's parents called Naruto because Jiraiya's book, the main character, was called Naruto. And they go through this whole thing like Jiraiya says.
Unpublished book he ever wrote of an actual adventure story, not his Make Out Paradise series. For anyone watching at home.
Yeah, so. And then when he's dying, he says to Tsunade that he sees Naruto as a grandchild. And then when he's dying, he's like, what would I call the sequel? Because he's talking about his life and the story of his life. He's like, what would I call the sequel? And then he says, Naruto Uzumaki. And then he said, but I guess I'll never know. And then he dies. And I'm like, that's fucking sad.
He dies by sinking to the bottom of the fucking ocean. Drowning as you're hearing his thoughts about what's going on. And it's
His
really
throat was also
really
crushed just as he found out who Pain was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, that's who Pain is, and then he dead.
Yeah. Big up.
Killed in the throat. But he uses chakra to cut into the toad. What happened to the... I didn't watch it, but... Well, I did, but I can't remember. What happened to Ma?
Ma Toad? She
went back to let people know about something.
So she just left.
She retreated.
She didn't die.
No.
Yeah, so that she could tell people stuff. I can't remember what it was.
Pa was still there, and he got the chakra thing cut into him.
He wrote Pain's true identity on the back of his program.
But it was written in code from something from Dry or something. It's something that only, I forget who could
I remember...
Yeah.
So I saw it. I saw they were both there with Jiraiya in stage mood. And then I left, and I came back, and it was just Pa. And I was like, fuck, she died. I don't remember.
No, they sent her away. But yeah, then I kept watching, got up to Itachi versing Sasuke, and fuck, that's also an emotional fight.
Yeah.
He does the thing.
Yeah, that was just, but the thing, they'll probably end up saying
that's
what.
brought up again in Boruto. As a thing that he does to Sarada and Sakura, and it's like it's like phrased. It's like, oh, it's better than a kiss. It's all of his love and stuff like that because it's both. Yeah, he just taps his daughter on the head and fucks off for 3 months, and she's like the whole time. She's like, yay, he did the thing. It's really cute. I recommend watching Boruto if you care about Naruto's story.
Naruto ends up loving Sasuke more than.
Yeah, Sasuke becomes his Jiraiya essentially.
Yeah, he becomes his sensei.
It's very cool. But yeah, so
Naruto's like, I guess I'll just go fuck myself.
Sarada's like, I'm gonna be the Hokage, and he's like, the whole time.
How many episodes of Boruto are there at the moment?
At the moment, there is enough. I don't know the exact count, but it's 130-ish or 40-ish. Yeah.
It has walls of super.
I find it pretty fucked up that Orochimaru just fucking is constantly alive, no matter what. Just keeps on
He's just chilling out.
They do kind of explain that a little bit.
So because he has a kid, quote unquote.
Yeah.
But it's not a kid, it's like a clone?
It's a vessel.
It's a kingdom.
How is he created?
So Sasuke in the original story was a vessel for Orochimaru. He was going to absorb him and take his life essence and everything, and everything like that. But Orochimaru was like, fuck finding the perfect people, I'll just make them. That's what Mitsuki is. It's snake vessel. That's what it literally translates to.
Oh, so
Yeah.
it is Orochimaru.
No, it's basically his next vessel that he wants to hold. Instead of finding like some diamond in the rough like Sasuke, spending a lot of time doing that, he just makes them now. So he makes Mitsukinis after Mitsukinis after Mitsukinis after Mitsukinis.
He made him, but he doesn't want to be his vessel.
He was like, hey, what happens if I give this one free will? Essentially. Yeah, and he works with an elder Mitsuki who's like, let's see what happens if I get free will. It's very weird. But very... It's cool.
There was another thing. So the guy who was immortal that killed Asuma Sensei, he comes back.
No, a disciple of his comes back.
Disciple.
A disciple of I forget the name.
Yeah.
Joshin?
Joshin, yeah.
Joshin.
Yeah. It's another disciple of Joshin.
But he comes back to exact revenge.
He comes back to exact revenge on behalf of him because he is the one, the guy who died, the original Akatsuki member. I forget his name.
He didn't die though.
He
was buried.
He taught that guy that thing, And yeah, he's still buried in Shikamaru's family's forest.
Yeah, but he came back against
Mitsuki.
Mitsuki.
Yeah, or Mitsuki. I don't know, it's in Japanese, so a lot of times it's pronounced
And
differently.
did the same ritual
Yeah.
against him, but he caught him in a genjutsu.
Yeah.
Didn't he?
Yeah.
I saw it. Yeah, I saw a video of it. He caught him in a genjutsu where he thought he did it, but he didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But I thought it was because he looks very similar.
He does. He looks very, very similar to.
So I thought he came back
No.
and fought against them to then fight Shikamaru.
No.
He doesn't.
No, he's just like, haha, this is fucking sick. I'm gonna kill every Leaf Ninja ever. Because a Leaf Ninja killed my priest, essentially. And I won't forgive that. You helped destroy the word of Yashin. I'm gonna kill you all. Yeah,
So who's the team leader? Is it Konohamaru?
Konohamaru is the team leader, and he is no longer a little pussy.
No, he's a gangster.
He straight up kicks, like, flicks a knife in the air, punches the fuck out of the original curse mark bearer, and then just jumps and does a spin, kicks a knife right through his, like a kunai.
Oh!
Like, jaw.
What did he do?
So wait, so he ends up still being bad because at the moment where I'm watching, he's on Sasuke's team.
So he doesn't end
The
up being.
original Curse Seal.
He doesn't end up being bad. Yeah. Jugo. Jugo. He just
Wait, so
like
he
state and goes on
kicks
big
kunai through his mouth?
through his fucking mouth. Yeah.
Why is he fighting it?
Because he goes into the curse mark mode. Because of something Boruto did to fuck him off or something like that. I can't remember it 100%.
I really want to see that because
Yeah.
Jugo is a gangster.
Yeah, he is fucking hard ass, and Konohamaru makes him his bitch.
Yeah, Konohamaru kills one of the pains. So
Exactly, as a child. And then he
he takes me over the Rasengan.
does nothing but get better from there.
That's it. Yeah. I'm gonna be the 7th Hokage. Well, who's gonna be the 6th? It's already taken by Naruto.
I like that.
Yeah, when Naruto turns into Lord
And
7.
then it ends up being the 7th.
Because Kakashi's like,
He comes in.
don't rip me into this, fuck you, rip me into this.
Signing him to a title.
Yeah. That was so good. I loved it.
But I haven't been really up to much else. I've watched Naruto and I played Kakarot and I feel like we've done something else.
Cocktails.
We did, yes. I know that. We played Into the Gungeon.
Yeah, but for a night.
Yeah, that was fun.
I played Batman Telltales.
I played. Yeah, he played it like the other day.
Oh!
I've been playing a shit ton of GTA Online.
Yes, you have.
I really?
Yeah.
I replayed Wolf Among Us with Annika. I made her pick all the decisions because I was like, I've already played this, I know what
I
to
tried
do.
to get Nina to do that.
And-
It didn't work.
Really not enough time to choose a decision.
Yeah. There was enough times that happened where I was just like, hurry up, find the silent. Okay, whatever was silent. You pick. This is what we do in this game. We pick choices.
I think there was once I was silent in Batman. But the other times, to be fair, it gave me shit responses.
Oh yeah, it's always those.
That's how I hate that Telltale, because they give you like these decisions where you're like, that's so vague, and then no matter what you choose, you end up with the same outcome anyway.
Yeah, it's like it's vague to the point where it's like you don't know if it's gonna be said in a weird way. So like for instance, it could be like I love you, but then it would be like sarcastically said. So it would be like, oh, I love you so much.
Yeah.
And it's like, what?
When? What? No! I don't even say
I
that.
like the one thing I can see is like in the Wolf Among Us, there was this one chick who was panicking, and then Annika was like, "Just tell her to shut up," and I was like, "Okay," because I was expecting, like, we were both just expecting a shut up, and like have the whole situation. No, he just went fucking ranted on her, being like, "Shut up, you dumb cow," and basically just kept going. I was like, "Ah, I didn't want this. I just wanted her to shut up for 2 seconds."
That's
Yeah, the fucking dialogue options in Telltale games are shit.
They're all traps. They're all.
I must admit, the Borderlands games were pretty good, man. I don't know if you've played them.
And I know like people say
Scooter was in them. He dies.
For those who don't know, spoiler is the.
Who's good?
That motherfucker.
Damn
the catch your ass!
Basically spawns a vehicle for you.
I didn't play it.
Yeah, he's just the taxi man.
Yeah,
Who
so-
then gives you quests and
And all
says,
these people say-
So he dies now. You can choose a you can choose because you put like a firework or something in there. You can, oh, not a firework. It's like an advertisement in there, and you can choose what it says. And it has Scooter's face on it. And you can either choose something like Catch a Ride or Hyperion is Evil or something like that. And I chose Catch a Ride.
of course. Good maintain faith in that good old scooter.
I know a lot of people say Tales of the Borderlands is both the best Telltale game and the best Borderlands game.
Okay.
Well, it's the same art style.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah. It's very compatible with what Telltale did. Yeah.
it's one of the best. But in saying that, yeah, no, it's actually a really good Borderlands game. I rate it for sure.
You rate it.
I rate it.
I wanted them to do Wolf Among Us too.
They were going to do that, and then all of Telltale died. And then new Telltale is going to do it, and it will be different to what the original Wolf Among Us 2 will be. So it is happening, but yeah, it's going to be
I don't care, so long as it's happening and so long as I get more Big B and I want to see the farm. That's all I want to see, honestly. That's the one thing we didn't get to see in the game. I want to see the farm.
All the time.
Because everything that exists in those fairy tales that cannot live amongst humans is on the farm. So that means Maleficent in her dragon form is on the fucking farm. And there's dragons, there's trolls.
But it's Telltale, so she'll probably end up being like a fucking film neck lizard or something.
Or just some really hot fucking thought.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Telltale did that a lot.
Yeah, Snow White, they gave her tig old bitties for like no reason.
Tig old bitties.
Oh, hey, we're gonna get like some Telltale there.
You guys like tig old bitties? Go past and
Telltale, just like the Wolf Among Us games are prequels to Fables. So
Show me your Tig Old Bitties.
There's weird.
But they can change that. They like the way the Wolf Among Us works is yes, I understand it's a prequel to the Telltale, not to to the Fables comics, but they can change that now.
It's very interesting because the main character is the Big Bad Wolf.
Yeah, and like Bigby's just a character in the comics. Like,
Yeah, he's not the main character. He's just a character.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought he was the main character in the comics. Who's the main character in the comics?
I don't know. I think it's one of the princesses.
Probably Snow White.
Something like that, yeah.
Smell the cunt.
Sorry?
Smell the cunt.
She got Tig old bitties.
Nah,
She's not a princess.
Hey, princess, get me a D.
What else have we been up to?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, no, that's pretty much it from me. We moved into this house.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Oh yeah, we're on the news.
We didn't address that at all.
We should just swap houses every week and then be like, never address it. I mean, cut that out now.
I played Spore and I played Sims 4.
Sims 4?
Yeah.
Spore and some
Oh! What do you think of Sims 4? What are you playing it
I
on?
also played. No, I've already talked about that on previous podcasts. I played for like a couple of hours. And then actually finished it. I didn't play much of it.
PS4.
No, I'm playing it on Sims 4. I'm playing it on the PC.
Ah, why?
Because it was free.
Oh. Yeah, that's why I was like, would you play it on PlayStation? Because it's free.
I fucking hate playing Sims on console.
Yeah, no, I mean, we had the PS2 version, and like, nope. We're like, this is gonna be the greatest thing. We like controllers a lot. This is gonna be great.
You need a keyboard and mouse for fucking
Yeah.
Sims.
I like the idea, like, I like the idea of having a console, but then still using keyboard and mouse on it. Yeah. You give it like the
And with that, thanks for watching.
You give it like the console will on it.
Yeah.
Because like Final Fantasy 14, you can plug a mouse and keyboard into it and just play it that way, but like still just have it in a console so it can run. I don't think Sims works that way because I think they completely changed
Xbox does that.
Yeah,
Xbox One does keyboard and mouse compatibility no matter what.
Yeah, they didn't used to, but yeah, that's been used. But it's more. I don't think they'll do it. Like the UI changes between different versions of the game, so that you can make it work. Because like, yeah, using mouse and keyboard is very different to using a controller, and the console versions try to be good for consoles. I have no idea how the simple stuff really. I don't play Sims all that much.
Yeah.
Any last words, guys?
Bye.
That's it. Oh shit.
Good on ya.
That's it.
Alrighty. If you enjoyed this episode, please click that like button, subscribe. If you have any questions for the show, please email us at amalgam@gmail.com or comment below in the video. And then once you finish doing that,
That's gonna be bad as hell.
check us out on social media at The Amalgam Show, except for
Netflix.
Tumblr.
no
Reddit.
I have a Tumblr account.
With
I
Reddit.
use it for what?
Reddit?
I guess Reddit.
What about Disney Plus?
We don't have a Disney Plus.
HBO Max.
You can't find us on Google Plus. It doesn't exist anymore. Bye.
Bye.
Yo.
Oh.